What's up, boys? I believe we are recording. Once more, we are here on the Toronto Blue Jays team. I'm recording this on a Monday, March 9th, so it'll be out on Friday. Here's what we're going to be doing in the video. First of all, last week we finished 49th. So yet again, another master finish. Now, here is the bad news I have. As you can see, my PR is 360, and it's going down, which is what we want. But I don't think I can lower it enough in time for the PR tournament. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna miss the PR tournament, which sucks. Because I really wanted to make the PR tournament, but we might have to wait until next cycle for that to happen. Now, I wanted to talk about something that I thought was very interesting. This guy, and I mean this in no offense at all, this guy finished fourth somehow when he was like a 70 PR. Just very random. Um, I don't know. I felt like ranked was very weird this week. Shout out to Daddy Waggers, by the way. Goated Rangers team. Um, yeah. Anyways, anyways. Um, we are going to have some sick packs to open, some premium vintages, and then we're gonna have a couple team reviews. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and rip the Prem Vints. I really don't know when I pull a legend. I'm just gonna kind of speed through these. I I couldn't really. I watched someone pull a legend, and I really couldn't tell when there was a legend that looked any different than a normal opening. There's a Gossage. Okay, no legend. That's fine. All right, we're gonna do this. As I said last time, we need J's 67 base or higher. Sit. What? 2 diamonds? Oh, let me make sure I'm not too loud on my OBS. As I said last time, yeah, I am loud. Hold on. Okay, that might be better. Um, As I said last time, we need J's 67 base sigs or higher that we don't have. Hopefully we can pull one. There's 2 diamonds here. There's a Red Sox 66 Derek Lowe. Wow, we're in the right division, and that's a nice base. J? No. No. That's crazy. Actually, we'll take Chapman. That's crazy we pulled 2 diamonds. That's bonkers. All right, we'll go 4 sig packs. One at a time. I don't really know when there's a diamond. We're just going to skip. Hello. We're pulling diamonds everywhere today. Tiger. Wish I had done the J, or I wish I'd done the TSS first. It's a pretty cool 2025 Taurus. This one's not a diamond. It's a Red Sox. Bradenhurst, I think is his name. Bruce. Bruce Hurst. This one's not a diamond. White Sox. Liam Hendricks, right position. And then we've got, last but not least, a Cubby. Ooh. Connor's got much better cards in this game. All right, last but not least, we have a J. We need a relief pitcher or a closer that is a 67 base or higher. Let me show you who we're looking for, and then we're just going to do team reviews, and that's going to be the video. We got a couple teams to showcase. So here's what I need. Let's go over here. You're looking for Odin Francis would be a card we would use, or Dwayne Ward, or BJ Ryan. I believe those are the only cards we can use. Ward, Ryan, or Bowden Francis. So with that, let's hop right into this. Hopefully we can get a diamond, but it doesn't really matter. This team is like 5 or 6 GIs, so we should be good. And yeah, I don't think this is a diamond, but I can't really tell. Yeah, it's not. It's a silver. All right, here we go. Come on, Toronto Blue Jays. Ah, is this Molitor? Yeah. I mean, it's a cool card, but I'm gonna take a picture of this for Yogi. I mean, yeah, I don't think we can use it. I don't know what we would replace. Yeah, there's no point. By the way, I did want to say I moved to Simeon set. The set should be pretty good. 160 power, slugger, hard hitter. I think it should be solid. But we'll see. It also helped because it gets us off a pred back because we had 7, so now we only have 6, and we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 char bats and 6 pred bats. We still have a lot of pred. I kind of want to get off of pred on. Actually, I don't know. I don't know who I would get off of pred on. Genuinely, because I mean, Maze maybe could get off of pred. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Let's get into our team reviews. First of all, we're gonna do this guy that I friended the other day, John's Nationals. He reached out to me on Discord, so we're gonna give him a team review. And then I need to go over to my Rangers team and I'll cut the clips and I will show the Orioles guy that asked for a team review. But we're gonna do this kind of quick, so the video isn't too long because we are already at 6 minutes and we have 2 teams to review. So we got Gary Carter here, born to be a star, laser beam 5 tool. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, I don't know what better you can get. 9 to field is crazy. Very nice. You got Vladdy here. Let's look by batting order. We'll do it like this. Soto, batter's inside, 5 tool Char. Love it. I'm assuming he's in center. Yep. Power hitter. Nice. Probably want the strainer switch just because I like having position option matches, but BI 5 tool, let's fire. It's a very nice card. What bonus do you have? Do some quick maths here. That is 99. 98. Yeah, it's 98. Good train. Rains, bad ball spray BIU. That is disgusting. Honestly, bro, if you're gonna have his con at 168, you might as well get it to 170. To be honest with you, or you could bring it down to 160 and put the 8 points elsewhere. But if I were you, that's what I would do. Put it at 170, or 160. Doesn't really matter. Both should be fine. That's very nice. Bryce Harper, Pio, Char, Spot. I'm not a big Spot fan, so Prem Blue target maybe. Nice DST. I mean, it's level 1, but that's not bad. And a very nice home run hitter, although position option isn't the hottest. But Fire, not a bad train either. I would probably try to get a little bit. Why? Oh, for the DT bonus. Okay. Checks out. Vladdy, hard hitter, Char, slugger. Very nice. Wow, 169. That's crazy. Hard hitter, slugger. Like I said on Reigns, I'd go for 170 or I'd go for 160. Just get it even at one of those two and then move elsewhere. But yeah, this is very nice also. And this is a pretty good DH train. I mean, probably want more to speed, but that's fine. I'm gonna look at the rest of your team. I'm gonna say that you could reorder this lineup to be more effective, but I'll wait and see how this does. 5 tool BIU is not the hottest. Yeah, that might be a Prem Blue target, especially because he could potentially run Pred with a B set, although, that might be tough. There's not many skills I guess he could use besides BIU, to be fair. Nice. Okay, so Char, I mean, you could Prem Blue for you. Honestly, bro, I might skill. Nah. I was gonna say skill wish select. No, 3-2. Anyways, yeah, leading hitter, pretty good. Nice trainers. Seems good to me. Rendon, Pio, BIU 5 tool. I would short BIU here, and max Pio for sure. Nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I would definitely short BIU in that scenario. Nick Johnson, I would short batting machine here for sure. Simply because it's not good right now. Con Master's better right now, and we don't know if batting machine's even gonna end up being good. So definitely short batting machine there. I'd also retrain this for as little contact as possible since you're going to have Contact Master level 6. But that's not all bad. I guess you have I mean, even then, it's not even a matching one regardless. I'd short batting machine. Nice DT though. Daniel Murphy, strategist 5 tool Spot. This is nasty. Again, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Spot, but wow, that's an 100. There's no way you have an 100 flat though. Yeah, this is 94 to fielding. I'm assuming this is just a 93 train. Okay, that's interesting. Chance 3, interesting. Okay, and then you have a catcher. I would reorder this lineup. I would put your Harper leadoff. I'd put your Rendon second, simply because those are both Pio bats, and I like having Pio as high up in the order as I can. So I would do Harper, Rendon, and then move everyone else down. So then Soto, Reigns. I'd honestly do Reigns and then Soto, and then I would do Harper, Rendon, Reigns, Guerrero, Soto, um, Murphy, Turner, Johnson, Carter, in my opinion. And then you have your BChem on the bench. Fire. Pitchers. You've got Jeff Facero. This is nasty. He's in up condition, so let me adjust for that. That is 137, 141. That is 278. So you've got one extra point even. I'm assuming he has 5 pitches, but that's disgusting. Nothing bad to say about that. Nice TT. Very nice. Jordan. I was gonna say Jordan. It's not Jordan. John Patterson. This is interesting. Control Fin Mess. Very nice OP. Good trainers. You have okay. All right. I'm not. I don't know if I like Mess on this set. Control Fin can work, and obviously if the DST matches, that's fine. I'm curious to know how that does. Because I don't know if I love Mess, but at any rate, Fireballer, Ace, Pico, disgusting. Holy, you just went in. What in the world? 150. That's like 206. I don't know if you did that on purpose. I don't know how many pitches this card has. What in the world? I, okay. I'm sure you did this on purpose as like an experiment. I don't think that works because I think the max is just 277. So you could bring that down for sure, but okay. You do you, bro. Floyd Humans, another Pico. This guy's a Pico merchant. 280, that's fine. It's close. It's pretty good at least. And then CW. That's pretty good. Train probably could have less to stam. Strasburg, another Pico. Golly. You're just throwing everything to Pico. Not bad. Train solid. Melanson, Bullpen Day, Ironwood Dom. I would short. Yeah, you can keep that as is. That's fine. Nice OP. Hunter Harvey, that's disgusting. Very nice. I don't know how many pitches he has, but that's wow. And a control 3. Golly, very nice card. Storin, go up Iron Wolf Finn. Yep, I would level that as is. Very solid, nice train. Good DSD. Nice. John Kelly, Open Egg Crossfire Iron Will. I would short Cross. I don't like Crossfire. Um, I would put Crossfire at 5 and Iron Will at 8. That's pretty good. Doolittle. You've got PChem 3. Interesting. So you're running double PChem. Bullpen Day Peacorn Mess. I don't hate it. 277 train. Deception Specialist is terrible. I would get off that immediately. Clippard. PChem. Yeah, that's fine. You have the DSD? Lovely. I would put your PChem 3 on Clippard and put your PChem 2 on Doolittle because this is going to be more beneficial, the starting pitcher ones, to have that active. So I would put the PChem 3 on Clippard, put the PChem 2 on Doolittle, and then you've got Jeff Reardon. Bullpen Day, elite closer, Iron Will. Okay, that's fine. Maybe try to get a better DT swap because I would want Iron Will. Fastball be satted there. Nice, nice. That's pretty good. All in all, very solid team. I would guess this team probably finishes P3, P2. Um, Probably P2. I would definitely guess a P2 team. Um, those are my changes that I would make. If you want to, you can make them. I am not the most qualified person. I did not build this team that I have by any means. I do know the game fairly well, but I would still very likely like fact check what I told you, because I could be wrong. But that's just what I would do personally. Um, so yeah, But with that, let's cut over to the clip of me opening, or not opening, me showcasing the Orioles team that I got. All right, fam, we're back. We've got the boy TSU Ball. Um, and by the way, shout out to John's Nationals for letting me look at his team. I forgot to say that. I know this video is a little more lackluster than, past videos. It's not a pack opening or a new really cool team I have, but I've got some stuff prepared in the next 2 weeks, that I think is going to make for some really good content. Um, Oh, actually, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I've got some good stuff coming. You gotta trust. My Rangers is gonna have a crazy video coming soon. But let's take a look at Mr. TSU Ball. Starting it off, Ricky Henderson. Love it. Love MBT. Bread. Awesome sauce. TSM is interesting. Um, okay. I don't know if I'd use TSM personally, but otherwise, very lovely set. We got Ralphie Palmero, bad ball hitter, Char BIU. Um, Hmm, interesting. I don't. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know how I feel about BIU on this, but I think you do hit the speed bonus from trainers. So, whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. Cal Ripken, Supreme, love it. Probably one off of BIU, like I said last time. 5-tool BIU isn't the hottest. BBH3, disgusting. Um, and yeah, it looks like a good train. I'm not gonna do the calculation, but that's very fire. That's a very nice Ripken. Jonathan Scope, out of game. Hard hitter, Char spot. This is very interesting. Nice. If you have the spot bonus, probably run that. That's very solid. That's a very nice card. Machado, I think this is his best year. Um, got him at third base. Pio's slugger spot is very interesting. You do not hit the slugger bonus. That is the first thing I'm seeing. You need to retrain or mess with trainers. You want to keep the con and I each at least 19. They need to be 19 below. You can have them like I have my Simeon that I just showed, where it's like 141, 142, and 160, and they're in the bonus. You are at 163 and 140. So you need to fix that. Um, and also, I would have him hit leadoff like I told the last guy. I like bio leadoff. You can move Ricky down one. I don't know if you have any chance sets, but this is a very nice set. 5-tool Char. Honestly, for left field, um, hmm, honestly for left field, bro, you can maybe throw Char at 8. I don't know. This is a good bonus, so I think you can leave as is. Nice power hitter, con master, very solid. Nelly Cruz, bro. I love this guy. Rangers legend, Nelson Cruz. Biochar, Slugger. I'm going to say the same thing. Bring it down to 160. Make sure the con and I are good. Um, this is a very solid DH, though. And I would move him up in the order because he has Pio. Put him like fourth, probably. I'd probably do, personally, Machado, Henderson. Um, Cruz could probably be third. And then you could do Palmero, Ripken, Scope, Anderson. You got Mancini also out of game. This set's not going to be too hot. Just facing the facts with BI. Do not be sat. Okay. Do not be sat on batter's insight to I. You don't need it. I'd train for as low I as possible here. Because batter's insight increases your I a lot, which you do not need. So train for low batter, train for low I. Wow, I can't talk. But yeah, definitely keep his card towards the bottom of your order. That card's not too hot. And then you got laser beam on your catcher with an elite fielding. So that's fun. But yeah, I'd reorder. I'd go Machado 1. And I'd go Henderson, Cruz, and then you can keep the rest of the lineup as is. Just move everyone else down. And then let's see if you have Beacom, Santo, love it. Cedric Mullins on the bench also. That's pretty cool. All right, we got pitchers. Corbin Burns, 24, with the CWM, Pico. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's filthy. What is that? 40. Yeah, that's 278. Dope. Pretty solid train. That'll fly for sure. Fireballer, ground baller. Now, I might be mistaken. Interesting. Um, you don't have Supremes in your infield. And I normally only say ground baller is going to be fine for infielders or supreme infielders because you can train for field more. I'm not a big fan of it, even with the fact that you have your infield trained for pretty high field. I would still short it here. I think it could work, but I would short ground baller and put Finn at 8. Personally. Same thing. Interesting. You're going all in on this ground baller. Workhorse is fine. You could get a better B set down the line. Again, I'd short ground baller. Um, okay. Well, it's very usable here with ground baller as the option. So yeah, I'd short it though. I'd still short it. Mr. Perfect Dom Mess, that is great. I really like Dom Mess together with Mr. Perfect. That should be very solid. And Musina Bullpen Day kind of sucks you have that there. Did you have ace on anyone else? No. Okay, well, I'm glad you have ace on your Bullpen Day guy because you're just sending the stats to the moon. But yeah, that's not bad. That might be an LSSCT candidate, to be honest. Zach Britton, control boss ground baller. Ugh. Honestly, dude, call me crazy. If you can get green stacked up, I'd green this. I'd green for Dom. I'd green for Pico if it's applicable. I'd really green for Iron Will. You have much better options. I don't love boss in the pin, and I really don't like your ground baller thing, personally. Um, I didn't do the calculations, but I'm estimating your ground ballers are like 520, maybe 500. Um, yeah, I'd green for Iron Will or Dom or Pico if it works. I'd rather have all three of those. Fireballer, fan ground baller, same thing. A short ground baller. It's a very nice strain though. Um, and then Yeni or Cano, slow starter boss Dom, that's fine. Slow starter's not too hot in the pen unless it's a 333, but that should not be too terrible. Darren O'Day, PI, you've got ground baller shorted here, which is, I think, the right thing to have. Pretty good. Wish you had a PI DST. That's probably not the best until you get a PI DST. I'd short ground baller once again, and you probably need a new set because that is a 331, but still a very solid card. You've got PChem, awesome. You have the DST? No, that's fine. And then Bullpen Day, Finn Boss. I'd short Finn. Bullpen is going to do more for the card than Finn will. But yeah, that's another very solid team. Shout out to TSU Ball. It's a very nice Orioles deck. You don't see too many of them. Shout out to Johnson Nationals once again. But yeah, I think with that, it's going to be all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. We've got a bunch of subscribers recently. We went from like 300 to 315 in like a week, which is the most I've ever gone up in a week. So thank y'all for that. Trying to get to 500 for the monetization stuff. But yeah, with that, Jesus loves you guys. God bless you all. And I am out. Peace.